All right, Monday we started parabolas. So we're going to have to graph some parabolas here. So looking at this, before you start trying to figure out where the points are, Kara Wagner, are you going to pay attention to this? Do you need to shut your screen?
No.
Okay. We look at the function. What is squared, y or x? When y is squared, is it a left-right parabola or an up-down parabola? It's left-right. If it's negative, it's going this way. Okay, so get that in your mind first of what's going on with the parabola. Then, y minus what? X minus what? What's y minus there? Nothing. What's x minus? Nothing. So there's a 0 and there's a 0, so it's the ordered pair 0, 0 is where your vertex is. So 0, 0 is where the vertex is. Now, 4p equals negative 36, right? We learned about the 4p thing the other day. I just wrote it different than what they write it. So if we divide by 4, what is p going to be? Try again. 9. So we have a negative 9. So it's negative 9 over to the focus. So our directrix line is 9 on the other side of the vertex. So that's going to be at 9. All right. So how far are the focus and directrix away from each other? In this 18 away. So from the focus, you go up 18. And notice how they go by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So 18 is right here. So this is 18 up from the focus. Because if we're 18 away, this is 18 away and this is 18 away. And then 18 down from the focus. And so then that's your 3 points that you use when you graph. Okay? And then that's your function. Okay. What's squared here? X. So it's an up-down parabola. Is it going to go up or down? Down. Because your 8 here is negative. So 4p equals negative 8. Okay? Now, before we do that, where's our vertex going to be at? Negative 2, negative 2. Because it's the opposite of that, opposite of that. So negative 2, vertex. Okay? If 4p equals negative 8, p equals a negative 2. So 2 down is the focus. 2 up is your directrix line. Okay? How far are the focus and directrix away from each other? How far are they away from each other? 4. They're 4 away from each other. Focus and directrix are 4 away. So we go 4 to the right of the focus and 4 to the left of the focus. And we draw in our parabola. Okay, that's graphing parabolas. All right, this one like super easy because is it a left, right, or an up, down? It's an up, down. And should it go up or down? Up. Bang. Okay. So you can get the next one by yourself. All right. Now, once we get to number 5, the completing the square stuff. Okay, those of you who are doing your homework as we do this, stop and pay attention. Okay. So to complete the square, right now we have y squared minus 2y, and then we have a minus 4x plus 9 equals 0. What we have to do is we're going to put in a plus blank here. Okay? So whatever we add to this side, we're going to also add to that side. So since y is squared, that's where we're going to add the plus blank. We don't worry about adding a plus blank to our x on this. So we take half of this, half the middle term, and we're going to square it. What's half of negative 2? Negative 1. What's negative 1 squared? 1. Okay, so we're going to add 1 to each side. So this is going to be y minus 1 squared. Now we're going to move these other two things to the other side. So we're going to be equal to negative 4x, and then if we or positive 4x, and if we're going to subtract 9 from each side, we're going to go minus 8. Everybody see where we got the numbers from? Okay. Now, here I need to factor. What can I factor out of these two? 4 and 8. What goes into each? 4. And I get x minus 2. And now all of a sudden, there's my equation. Okay? So this is going to be a left-right one. Where's my vertex at? Positive 2, positive 1. If 4p equals 4, what does p equal to? 1. Now, this is a left, right, or up, down? Left, right. So, and since p is positive, it's going to go like that. Okay, so the focus is going to be on this side. What's 1 to the right of the vertex? What's 1 to the right of the vertex? 3, 1. 1 to the right. You're adding the x direction. Directrix line, what's 1 to the left of the vertex? 1, 1. So if it's a directrix line for this, it's going to be a vertical line, so it's going to be x equals 1. It needs an equation here, okay? And so then this equation that you wrote, this equation that you wrote right here goes right in there, okay? That's our completing the square equation. All right, so this one, it's fairly easy. You can figure that one out. I'm not going to worry about that. Number 7, a sports channel uses a parabolic microphone to capture all the sounds of golf tournaments. You know, it's one of these things like that some dude gets to hold up that has a microphone right out here, okay? And they're holding it up to catch all the sound. All right. If the microphone service has a parabola of this, where's the focus at? Where do they put the receiver? Okay? Where do they put the receiver? So, we're just going to make an up-down parabola here. So the parabola is going to look like that because x is squared. Okay? What's the vertex? 0, 0. Okay? So our focus is what we're after because that's where they're going to put the receiver. Where's our focus going to be at? Well, what is your p going to be? Because 4p is going to equal, in this case, 26. So if we divide by 4, p is going to equal 6.5. So it's going to be 6.50, 6.5 actually. But basically they're looking for the 6.5 units.